Hi, welcome to the environmental science class. Class, not lab, class. I say that because I teach both a class and a lab, and can constantly, like pretty much every semester, I get a few people who will insist that they thought that they were all together. They're not. So let me start off with saying that. This is the video for the class. Now, what the purpose of this video is for is what the purpose is for blah, blah, blah. Yeah, see, sorry. And the sad thing is I'm going to leave that in. You'll get used to it. I don't do a lot of editing for my videos because who cares? I don't. It's kind of like if you actually met me in person. I do these to, I don't know, kind of put a face to the class, because a lot of times online classes just feel like it's just you and a computer and just a bunch of text. So I try to do a little something. Now, this one I am going to go over the syllabus and also tell you about the course. So kind of putting it all together in one. Sometimes I do multiple videos. This time, I think I'm just going to do it all in one thing. So I'm Linda Bernhardt. I am your instructor for this course. And there's a whole bunch of stuff to do. This is not one of those classes that you can easily just kick back and just go, I'll get to it later. Yeah, no, it's not going to work that way. So, sorry. What I'm going to do is go ahead and bring up what your class is going to look like. However, it's going to look a little different because it's from my view, because everything is set to only open up on August 15th. And right now it is August 8th. I'm trying to have everything ready for those of you who actually start a course and immediately jump in. So that's what I'm working on. All right. So here we go. You are about to see it. This is pretty much going to be your course. There's me up in the corner right there. And here's me now, a little different, obviously. Yeah, still the same person. This is what your class is going to look like unless you are in a different section. I am only making one video for this. It's just easier for me because everything else for my two sections are exactly the same other than this one little number here. If you see this image, that means it is the class that you are doing, because the lab has a different image, just so you know. And they're both pictures that I took during a cross-country drive. So first and foremost, when you log in, you should have announcements here. Seriously, read the announcements. I update you a lot. If I get a lot of questions, or even one or two questions that I realize, oh, I wasn't clear about that, I will post an announcement so I can clarify. So it helps you to go ahead and read the announcements. Okay, you can go right across here to see everything you wish, but be careful because I have things set up a very particular way. Notice these little folders over here. This is what you want to consider basically your school Bible, okay? I say that because most people have done either an online class or they have had this online component to a class, and you get used to shortcutting. For my classes, I make them where if you do not go in the order I tell you to, it's not going to work. So, example, for week 1, you will have to click week 1. You will then have to go here to, again, week 1. Once you open this and you can read all your information, then and only then will you be able to open any of the assignments for this week. So, recap. You will have to click week 1 and then read the file called week 1. If you don't do this, you can't open anything. And I will show you what I'm talking about. If you look here, notice introduction says right here, you have to open week 1. If you go straight to this part, the discussions, anything you're getting graded on, this will not open until you open week 1. That's why it says has release conditions. Every single discussion, every single quiz, every single assignment is set up where you have to open this week's folder, which is this, and then this week's file. Even if you open the folder and then you try to click on stuff here, not going to open unless you hit the week 1 file. Okay, hope that makes sense. Now, I kind of suck at doing these great little names of stuff, and that's why you have a folder called papers and such. These are all the important thingies. So we have your syllabus, we have project details, because there will be a semester-long group project, how it's going to be graded, about the project, and then FAQs and screenshots. I am in the process of remaking the FAQs and screenshots. There will be a file. It's just until I finish updating it, some of the stuff might be a little old. Like I used to have discussions and journal topics. It seemed to get a lot of people confused. I asked a bunch of different people what they thought about it. And so starting this semester, there are no journal topics. They are just discussions. And so some of the FAQs are covering that. That's what I need to fix. Okay, so let's look at this syllabus so we can talk about the syllabus. When you click on it, bam, it's right here. It shows you the different things. This tells you the course we're in, which is Science 1121, Environmental Science, Fall 2021. This is me. Hi, Linda Bernhardt. This is the email address to reach me. You are always welcome to send me messages through BlazeView ? They keep changing the name for this. I think it's BlazeView, but it might be Brightspace now. Yeah, we'll go with Brightspace. Anyway, you are always welcome to just message me through this system. However, if you email me, I will get it faster. I also have a text number that you can reach me. And that number is, you ready? I'm just going to see how many people actually write it down from doing this kind of thing. 470-223-5143. Again, that is 470-223-5143. That is for text. If you call it, I won't answer. I don't answer any phone calls, but you are always welcome to text me. So if you email me at this email address, or if you text me at that number I just gave you, let me know which class you're in, because I teach for 3 different universities and a couple of different classes for SGSC. So let me know which school and class you're in, and then ask me a question. I will answer a lot faster than if you send it through this system, but I will do my best. So, and a moment ago, you heard me flip my numbers. I'm dyslexic. It happens. So sorry. All right. You do have a textbook you need. I'm supposed to make sure you know it is a required textbook. Now, some people will ask me, can you use a previous edition? Yeah, I have no problem with that. If you can get a used one, I have no problem with that. If you can just have access where you can see it, I have no problem with that. Older editions will be off just a little bit from what we have, but I try my hardest to give you everything you possibly need in this class here. Okay. All right. We have our course description. This is stuff that they always say. You have to have finished at least the reading 0099, apparently. Outcomes, Georgia View. Now, this is the part I want you to notice. The all papers turned in on Georgia View must be a .doc or .docx file. That means a Word document, not Google Word, not .rpf or whatever. It has to be a Word document. You have access to this pretty much on almost every single campus, and most libraries have places or have computers that come standard with this. This is not just trying to be nitpicky. Sometimes I do grading while traveling with an iPad, and the app for this system will only open the Word documents. I also use a Mac. So anyone who says, oh, I'm sorry, it happened, this is what's on my Mac. I have a Mac. If it's forcing me to download it because it won't open in the thing here, then I'm not going to grade it because I have too many students. If I sit here and have to download absolutely everything, that mucks up my computer. Plus, I don't know what your computer has. So it's kind of a safety thing. So again, .doc or .docx. Please note, I said no screenshots of your phone or tablet, PDF, RTFs, any of those things. If you submit any of those, you will get a 0. And I will remind you, these aren't allowed. You have to do it in the proper format. That is part of the job of the student, is to follow directions 100%. And that's the big one. Now, yeah, I think that pretty much is that. So now here, notice right here, it's, woo, I didn't mean to highlight that much right here. It's highlighting everything. Well, I would use like a pointer, but I can't, sorry. What I'm trying to point out is you need to keep track of your grades. I stay as up to date as I possibly can with your grades. You should never have to wait very long to know what you got on something. Now, once I post it, you have 7 days from the day I post it in order to contest that grade. So say that something is worth, I don't know, 40 points, and I gave you 20 points. So you got half credit, a 50%. And you're like, man, I think I deserved a lot more than this. If it's been less than 7 days since I posted the grade, then you are welcome to email me and ask, say, you know, hey, I see that I got blah, blah, blah. I'm not sure what I did wrong. Can you help me? Or can you tell me where I lost my points? Or, you know, anything. You have to be respectful. You have to be polite. Do not say, I deserve more. If you can't tell me why you deserve more, you're not getting more. But if there was a miscommunication, if you didn't understand the directions entirely and I was not clear enough, oh yeah, we can totally work this out. But you have 7 days. I am very adamant about this because I have a lot of students who will wait until right before midterm and then right before the very end of the semester to suddenly start complaining about every single grade they've ever had. Not going back that far. You literally have 7 days from the day I post your grade. There you go. So just keep up with it. Contacting your instructor. I already told you about this at the beginning of the video and at the top of the syllabus. These are places, you know, like if you're having issues, attendance policy. We have the whole SGSC attendance policy. I'm pointing out it's an online class. Yeah, so I don't have attendance. However, you do need to be active a certain number of days for certain assignments, and that will affect your grade. Grading policy, here's the big one that most people go nuts about. They get very annoyed with, but then at the end of the term, the end of the semester, most people like it. I use points. Everything you get is worth a certain number of points. So like a moment ago, I said 40 points. 40 points would be good. 50 points is better. 50 points is half a letter grade. I give you points for everything you do. That way your grade never goes down. So say that you are, I don't know, we'll say it is partway through November. You are so close, you can taste it, but you're getting so tired of doing the work. And you take a look at how many points you have earned. If you have already gotten 700 points, you already have a C. Even if you don't do anything else through the rest of the entire semester, if you have at least 700 points, you already have a C, you've passed the class. Now, if I were you and I had 700 points at that moment, I would still do some more stuff because I like an A. I do give extra credit throughout the semester. No, I don't do it on request or demand. I have it already built in. Sometimes something might pop up and I decide to add more extra credit. But if you wait till the end of the term, the end of the semester, and then say, oh, but I just need X number of points, can't you do something? I'm going to tell you no, because I've already had it available. So if you look at this, just know as soon as you have 900 points, you have an A, no matter what time of the term it is. You have an A as soon as you hit 900 points. You will never go down. I do not take points away. However, be very careful, because if you have 899.5 points, you have a B. Notice in bold, it says by the end of the course, there will be no rounding of grades. I do not round at all. You have to kick it over that hump. So 899.75, you will still get a B because that is not 900. Okay. Yeah. Policy on late and makeup work. I don't take it. I do not take it. I do not take it. There is no late work. There is no makeup work. If you miss the deadline, you miss the deadline. That is it 100%. It's in bold, reminding you, I don't take it. Well, it's in bold somewhere else. Anyway, this is reminding you it also has to be put in the proper location. So, a couple things to be said on this one. You've heard that phrase, it's not my first rodeo. That's where this comes into play. I've had to get a little more detailed because of how creative some people try to get with their excuses. When you turn in your assignment, you have to turn in your assignment, the actual assignment, not somebody else's assignment, not a blank document with the name that looks like it's the assignment, but the actual assignment. When you are supposed to turn something in as an assignment, like an attachment kind of thing, you cannot then just stick it in a discussion. You cannot email it to me. Everything has to be turned in the way it is told to turn it in. So if I said it has to be a Word document attached in this file, it has to be a Word document attached in that file. If it is a discussion, then it has to be a discussion. It seems self-explanatory, but I've had some people try to argue this, so I'm making it clear. If it's not turned in the proper location by the proper time, you will get a 0. That's it. Everything opens Sunday morning at midnight, so Saturday night / Sunday morning at midnight, and it closes Friday at 10 p.m. You have multiple days. You have, 6 days to get this done every single week. That means get it done. If you wait until Friday, say 7 p.m. to even look at everything, and then you realize, oh crap, I can't get it done in time, not my fault. Say you wait until Friday and then you have no internet, not my fault. Anytime you email me on Friday or Saturday and say, oh, but I thought it closed at midnight, or but my computer broke on Friday, or but my internet isn't working, you will receive a reply from me of, I am so sorry, next time you need to start earlier. This is not to be a jerk, but it's to force some kind of accountability. Start early and you will be much more successful. There you go. Okay, plagiarism, don't do it. Just don't. Just write your own words. It's really not that hard. Most of my stuff is extremely casual. So use your own words. If you want more details about plagiarism, feel free to read this whole thing. Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act of 1974 means I cannot talk about your grades to anybody, not to your mom, your dad, your best friend, your dog, anybody. I can only discuss grades with you, and I cannot discuss grades on the phone or via email. Since I am not on campus, and this is an online course, I can discuss it through this Brightspace, Georgia View, whatever it's called, or I can do a private Zoom meeting. This way I can see you, I know you are the one I'm talking to, and then we can cover it. That's it. Okay, academic success. These are tutoring places, depending on what campus you're on. Now, feel free to reach out if you need them for something. Oh, and there's also the disability service, sorry. Mostly for me, I can help you with most things. If you are documented and you need extended time for something, make sure to talk to the proper counselor or person, coordinator, whatever the word is, on your campus. They will have papers They and you, I believe, will have to message me, and then I get the papers, I have to sign them, then I make all the adjustments. If it's something simple that I can do, just tell me. Yeah. Okay, there's the academic support. That's the one for tutoring. If you actually need help tutoring, just let me know, because most of the stuff we cover, it's not going to be that difficult. It's just you have to actually try. Writing and speaking center, we've got those, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is reminding you, in case you didn't pay attention, everything is due Friday nights at 10 p.m. It will always be 10 p.m. Like, seriously, 10 p.m. Fridays, 10 p.m. All except for the very last week. So there you go. Friday nights, 10 p.m. Now, here's how it breaks down. We have a weekly quiz, so that means there's a quiz every week, hence the name weekly quiz. I say this because I will often have somebody email me and say, I didn't realize there was a quiz this week. It's called weekly quiz because you have a quiz every week. Each quiz is worth 10 points. Doesn't sound like much, but it adds up. Notice with a 17-week course, you have a total of 170 points. That is almost 2 letter grades. Discussions, you have a lot of discussions, 280 points worth of discussions. Then you have the group task summary, which is 50 points. We'll talk about that in a moment. Group presentation, exams, and the final exam. So you have 2 tests and then the final exam. So all of this will equal 1,000 points. This is the class agenda. Week 1 through week 17, here's the dates, and then here's what we're doing throughout. So this will tell you what chapters we're covering. Notice that week 8 is midterm. That is your last chance to drop the course without penalty if you feel the need. If you feel you are not doing great at midterm and you want to drop the course, contact me first and we'll discuss and see why you feel that way and what could possibly be done in order to finish how you like. If you haven't turned anything in for half the semester, yeah, there's not really much hope at that point. I'm not going to lie. But if it's just you had a little bit of trouble getting the hang of doing things on time and not having excuses and not having a teacher who will take excuses, then we can discuss and see what we can do. But most people who are on the fence about dropping by midterm, most of you, we can actually work things out, but you have to actually be doing the work already. If you have not turned anything in or almost nothing in for the first half of the semester, I'm telling you right now, I'm not reopening it. I don't care who you are or what sport you play, because I get this one a lot. I don't care if it's a big sport thing or you have 3 jobs or you are a single mom of however many children, and that's the only reason. Doesn't matter. Everybody in the class is held to exactly the same expectation. So if you haven't turned anything in by midterm, yeah, probably smartest to drop it. I will not drop you unless, unless you just don't do the proof of attendance, because my opinion is you are an adult, and as soon as you have proven you plan to be in this course, I will just sit there and plug in zeros. It's fine. It doesn't bother me in the least, but you will want to make sure to keep track of this. Now, week 9, notice working on group task summary. This is where your group, you basically have a freebie for a week. It's not a vacation. It's not a, ooh, I don't have to do anything at all. This is where you really want to spend some time working with your group and getting a lot of work banged out, because typically this is after you've had midterm exams for other courses. I don't give you a midterm exam. And some people get a bulk of their work done here, so then the rest of it's not as hard. Now look down here, week 14. That's when we finish the textbook. This is also when those final projects are due. This whole group project thing will be due that week. Then we have Thanksgiving, then there's a recap, then there's a final. So It's a lot of stuff. We do the whole friggin' book. And then this is just a page about students' rights and responsibilities. So that is your syllabus. Now let's go back to the class. Okay, so a lot of stuff there on the syllabus. I already showed you week 1. We have the week 1, we have some things, we have an introduction, and then I have some videos, some PowerPoint, stuff like that. Then we have a quiz. Claim topic. This is an important thing because this is going to be about that group project. When you look at, let's see, we will go back to papers and such and go to group project details. This is the group project. What's going to happen is you are going to pick one of these that you really want to be part of. Each of these are hyperlinks to articles, various news articles from various sources. They're lumped together to sort of go together. Later, there will be a video just about the group project where I talk some more about it. This is just a recap. You can totally read. So there you go. You have until August 27th to choose your topic. However, some people will claim them like this. Once I get a certain number of people who have claimed a topic, I close it, and you don't have that option. So if you're smart, you will jump right in here, you'll take a look, and you'll say, ooh, I like group 3. And so you say, I would like to claim group 3. If group 3 is not available, then I would like 5. If you give me your backups, then I already know what else you want. So then if the group you want is closed, I already have your second or third choice. So the more precise, clear you are on what you want for this project, for claiming your topic, the more likely you are to get the topic you want. Here's the big thing. Do not tell me the article. Tell me group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 5, or group 6. In the announcements that I told you about, that's where I will be announcing how many are disappearing. I will tell you when a group is closed. I will update this exact file as things are closed and tell you that they are closed. Once you decide what you want, you click Claim Topic. And that's where this is. And see, you can't see what it will look like. It's just you will have to go in there and then say what it is you want. I need to clear that up. Need to go back home. There we go. So when you claim your topic, you will be going there and selecting Claim Topic and then tell me which group you want. And then I will email you back. Well, not email me. I will respond to your assignment that says, got it, you have it, you are now in group whatever, or you got your second choice, or what happens a lot, that group is closed. What other group do you want? Until you get a confirmation from me that you have the group you want, you don't have it. So make sure you do that. Okay, discussions. Let's discuss discussions. And I know this is absurdly long, but it's because I'm throwing it all in one thing. So here we go. Your discussions have very particular rules. They will open Sunday at midnight. Again, that means, why does it say every other week? I am in the right one, right? Yeah, I am. It should not say every other week. It should say every week. And I'm going to fix that right here while, I was supposed to say right while we're on the phone. Here we go. Thought I had fixed that. So there we go. All discussions open Sunday at midnight. That means Saturday night / Sunday midnight. Discussions close on Friday at 10 p.m. They will always do that. You have to post your first post by Wednesday at 10 p.m. Again, it's always going to be 10 p.m. If you want the full credit, it has to be by 10 p.m. on Wednesday for your first post. Then you have to reply to at least 3 different people. And you have to be active at least 2 days. That means, like, say you post your thing on Tuesday, come back on Thursday and reply to people. That'll give you 2 days. Yeah, when you're replying to people, don't do the, oh, I agree. No, discuss, talk, ask questions, but don't do a drive-by question. If you just drop a question and you never come back to see what they replied, it's going to annoy me. You can say, oh, hey, I saw where you said blah, blah, blah. I thought that too, but then I decided blah, 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 you know, whatever, just a discussion. No, I agree kind of things. There is a rubric attached to each of these, and you should be able to see them. So I'm going to go here to discussion 2 and see, there we go. See where it says discussion 2021. If you click this, this shows you how you are graded. This is literally how I grade your discussions. I will just, oh, I hope that shows up. I just realized that it might not. So I'm going to do this a slight different way because you only see this. Here we go. We will do assess topic and then topic score. Nope, it's still going to pop up, so you're still not going to know. Well, that's annoying. Anyway, if you go down when you are on discussion 2 and just click here where it says discussion 2021, and I'm saying this because I tested this out before and I remembered anything that popped up didn't show up for you, and so trying to fix that. Anyway, click discussion 2021 and that will give you every single rule. It will show you exactly how you're being graded. I also remind you on every single one of them when you have to have your initial post posted. Now, the other thing for this is on your discussions, you have to write something and post it before you can see anything else. That's on purpose, like seriously, because I get really annoyed when people just try to read what somebody else wrote and then copy it. So, like I said, I have this set up to force you to do things a certain way. Yeah. I think that's about it for that. So I'm going to stop showing that. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Cat, you know, one of my kitties is right here. Let's see. We have done the syllabus, discussion rules, touched on the group project. There will be a much more in-depth group project video in a week or 2. You have to follow rules, don't be lazy, do your job. Oh, here's another really good one. I'm always tempted to go, I can see everything you are doing, but I really can. The way these things work is teachers can look at you and then see when you logged on, how long you were on. We can see every single file you open for our course. So if at some point you write to me and say that the assignment never opened for you, it never showed up for you, the first thing I'm going to do is look at when you were on. If I go on there and see that you never opened that week's file, like you've been instructed to do, I will then tell you it's because you never opened that file. If you swear up and down you turn something in, and I will go in there and I will do a screenshot to show you that you never actually even opened the assignment you're swearing you turned in. I'm a little technologically savvy, and so I will go back behind you and I will show you the proof, because I am that kind of person, and I hate lying. I hate it. Like, I despise when people lie to me. So just don't do it. It's easier. Just, you know, do the task the way you're told and everything's good. I guess the other thing to say is you may or may not have talked to people about this course or about me as an instructor. What happens is you will either get horror stories about how horrible I am and how hard I am and this and that, or you will get the people go, oh my God, that's like the easiest class I've ever taken. Seriously, it happens both. The ones who say horrible, 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 those are the people who didn't do the work and were shocked when I didn't reopen assignments. That's just all there is to it. The ones who say it was the easiest class ever, those are the ones who normally opened everything Sunday or Monday morning and then just knocked their stuff out. So it's whatever. You'll see. You'll make up your own mind. Does it affect my life? Not really. Just giving you the heads up. Very candid, very open. I will talk about just about anything. So yeah, if you want to meet for Zoom at some point or on Zoom to discuss anything, let me know. And I will happily schedule a time to actually meet with you and talk to you about the assignments and everything. I have no problem with that. You just kind of have to let me know ahead of time it's something you're wanting to do and give me a couple of options, because like I said, I have multiple jobs. And so I kind of have to, fit it in. But I'm 100% willing to do that. And if there's a group of you who say, ooh, I would like it if we could like have a weekly get together and have like a few of us meet every week at the same time, I'll totally friggin' do that too. I don't care. Just let me know. I am here for you to make the online class be less standoffish, for lack of a better phrase. Yeah, I think that's it. And, one day I should probably write notes before I talk, because I know that I rattle and rattle and rattle. But hey, it's like having the real in-person experience, right? And just for fun, here you go. My shirt, it says Krakens. Yeah. Wondering if anybody out there will have a clue what it is. And I guess for that, that's it. See you there, and peace out.